is going on, my peeps? Your boy Versatile is back with another video, and it's right on cue. Let me turn my volume rocker down. We are here today discussing my setup for my Samsung Galaxy S10e. So we're gonna go through how I have all my pages set up, how I have my settings set up, and the that functions and stuff that I like that Samsung gives us with the plethora of features that they pack in their phones, and what I utilize to make sure I get the most out of my experience with the Samsung Galaxy S10. So starting here on the home page, how about this? Ha ha ha. Alright, so you see I don't have my always on display always on, but if I tap the screen, it pops up. I changed the camera back because I did have the the clock. I had the clock widget differently. So I had the clock widget looking like this. Let's see here. So if I go in here, and then I go into settings, and then I go lock screen, and I go to clock style for the always on display, and I have them both looking like this clock, both on here and my lock screen. I had this clock right here. Now I really like that clock because it was different, and I honestly might go back to it just because it's different. I like that look. It definitely differentiates my phone from a lot of other people's phones, unless they found this as well. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling like I'm gonna go back to. Alright, so if I want to, I'll change my lock screen clock as well. But that one, oh, I can. Okay, bow. So I like having some fluidity. Having some things look exactly the same. So let's see if I swipe back up, and then I tap once, it pops up, double tap, okay. And I do have my lock screen widgets on that can control music and this and the third. So let's say I do that, there's a clock. Now it feels a little intrusive in terms of like my lock screen, as you see, but it's okay. Now speaking of the lock screen, you guys see I have a live wallpaper. I have this out of the Galaxy theme store. So if we go in, by the way, my power button, quick note, I have the fingerprint sensor always on. I have that off, so that way I don't accidentally turn my phone on in my pockets and stuff like that. Or if I'm just holding my phone, my finger doesn't accidentally always just unlock my phone and turn it on. So I just have it to activate when I click the power button. Or like if I'm at the lock screen, then I can place my finger or my thumb on the fingerprint sensor and it'll unlock. Now, like I said, go in here, go into the Galaxy theme store for the lock screen, and then we go to wallpapers, and then view all my wallpapers. And down here, you will see I have a lot of different video ones I have. All you gotta do is go into the Galaxy theme store, and you will find a plethora of videos that you can use both for free and ones that you could pay for. But I have this animated one, Night of the Sky, I believe it's called. Well, I already have it set. I would like to see who it's from. I guess it's called Night of the Sky. So it's not actually telling me right now, but if you wanted to look for them, you just come in here and then look for them. Or yeah, you can view current cutout wallpapers. Oh wow, so they actually have some in the store of the cutouts. So if you want to put some eyes up there for the cutout, oh, Samsung is playing along with it. That's dope. They're not actually like mad or offended by that, so that's also good to know, but I won't be utilizing those. Now, out of the lock screen, well, let me show you. I also have your boy's name right there, Versatile. Okay, look here. Lord have mercy. Alright, so open it back up. My app drawer, I have it to just swipe up to get in, of course. I believe that's default out of the box. I have my stuff set up. I have it sorted in alphabetical order. So that way, as soon as apps download, I just have to kind of come in here and look for them. And it won't be hard because the way it's done with the other order, it's too jumbly. So that's how I have my app drawer set up. Now if we go through what's on my first home screen page, I have two widgets. It seems like it's overreacting to my finger. Let me see if I can lock this. Sorry guys. Okay, it's not bouncing no more, guys. We are set. We are good. So, as I said, I have two widgets here from Wolfie Widget. Got these from Easy Tech or Zachary Anderson. And this is Wolfie Widget. Let's just click on it. And I've kind of edited this widget. So, I'll show you when I find it. It's actually like right here. So the widget I have is right here. Wolfie Widget number 9. And I deleted out the time since it's already on the in the notification panel. And then I eliminated the Google search and the little search, eyeglass, the inspector magnifying glass. So then that way it's just clean flush like that. And then I use another Wolfie widget, so that's 3, for the Google for the Google search bar. So if we go back in here, I also turned my blue filter off for this video. I had it on for a little bit. So I found it. It's Wolfie Widget 112. That's for that Google bar you saw. And then let's leave here. So that's for that bar. That's Wolfie Widget 112. I showed you that widget, and that widget's part of Wolfie Widget 146, I believe, or 139. I deleted everything but just kept the little weather widget, so that way it kind of complements what's going on up here. Now the wallpaper I got it from Zolotech. I like watching his videos, and occasionally he has some pretty decent wallpapers, and I figured it kind of goes with my phone. Ooh, I need to clean this a little bit. Kind of goes with my phone a little bit in terms of the color. And so that's what I have set up there. Of course, I got my Android article apps. I wish 9to5 Mac was on here, because I like reading that on my iPhone. Instagram, Twitter, JW Library from a Bible reading and everything. Got Gmail, photos, YouTube, the studio, and my settings. I told you I had this hooked up. Did I change? No, I didn't tell you. I had it hooked up to Google Home, then I no longer had it hooked up to Google Home. My Bixby button is hooked up to my Philips Hue lights. So from my living room to our room to the studio where I'm shooting at, I have my lights in here. So that way it kind of it accelerates my timing in regards to being able to reach for stuff. So, and then I got phone, Samsung Internet Explorer, which I like. I definitely like the Internet Explorer. Google Chrome I was using when I was on the Pixel, and then briefly when I was on the iPhone XR, and then I switched out back to Safari on the XR, but here on the XE, I'm back to Samsung's Internet Explorer because I really enjoy using it. Play Store, the Samsung Messages app, I elected to go with texture, mainly because, I have forgotten to download texture. So, and then that camera app. I will actually check it out to see if they've updated their emojis, so that way I can use them. We will see. Then I have the Samsung Calendar app up here, and then I have Pocket Cast, listening to that Dave Ramsey, getting my financial tips. Then I got another Wolfie widget here. It's a musical widget, and it's very simple to see. So if we go back in here to widgets, load preset, it should not be hard to find. There you go. Wolfie widget number 104. So that's the, there we go. So Wolfie widget 104 is the widget for this musical player here. Then I got my Google folder full of Google apps, from Maps to Google to Drive, Assistant, Home, Duo, Docs, Gboard, Google One, News, Play, Games, Rewards, Snapseed, YouTube Music, and Play Music. And then I have basically more game related, basically non-media related, outside of Netflix, Hulu, Redbox, GameStop, Messenger. I got my TubeBuddy in here, my chess app. I play with my brother all the time. I got Ubisoft Club because I'll be playing that, Odyssey, the PlayStation app, PlayStation Messages, and the PlayStation second screen, because for some reason Sony decided to break the apps into 2, which made absolutely no sense. So then my other folder is more stuff such as Acorns, which is the investing app, Amazon, Atom, Tickets, Bitly, Cash App, Credit Karma. Even though I'm not using credit anymore, I like to see that my credit is being positively affected for now. IMDb to search people, let's see here. I got the Lightroom, Nationwide, Backdrops, Papers, Wall of Fame, and Wally are all wallpaper apps. So I definitely suggest you guys go and download those if you guys want to get some quality wallpapers. And then I got Shazam right here. I was thinking about making this my Shazam button, but it was too late. I had this set up already. Then I come over here, I got my calculator widget. Then I got more hue lights, specific settings that I can just click on. And then if I want to go in and get creative with the lights, I can just go in here and then go into the lights. And then my subscriber count widget. So that's all that's on the screen here. If we swipe up, it's pretty much it. I mean, I got Amazon Assistant that's tied into the Internet Explorer, after ship for my deliveries. I got an ad blocker for my Internet Explorer. Of course, okay, that swipe down features turned on within my settings, so that way I can quickly access the notification panel and quick settings. So I don't have to worry about that. I have my smart things that shows what's all connected to the device via Bluetooth or wirelessly, and right now my Galaxy Watch is, but I do not have it on right now. And of course get updates like NBA, Iron Man, guys, NFL. Yo, what you guys think about AB getting traded, by the way? So if we go back in here and all the basic usual, it's fairly simple, LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff, all that fun jazz. I told you only got one WGT widget. Then my Yahoo Fantasy. Now what I also have in here, what I have activated is my Edge panel. So if I swipe over, I got apps here that I can access quickly that's not on my homepage. So it's EveryDollar, Budget, a gallery, T-Mobile Tuesdays, YouTube TV, Maps, my files. I just put my 128 gigabyte SD card in here yesterday, formatted it, just starting anew. So now I have perfect amount with 256 gigs of storage. The Galaxy wearable app, like my Keep Notes or Google Keep. And then, like I said, the Fantasy app. I also have people who I can call on short notice. And then I have, weather, if I want to tap into that real quick to see what the weather is looking like. And then I got the compass, which always needs to be recalibrated. And then boom. So now let's go into settings. So I got my connections up there. I don't need to show you guys that. Notifications, display. I have my adaptive brightness on. Right now I turn the blue filter off because I'm recording this video. I have night mode on, that will always stay on because it looks too clean. I'm using the natural screen mode. There is vivid, but I prefer natural. I have my font size down all the way, so that way I get more reading. I can get more, more words, more paragraphs. Everything kind of fits in here pretty well, and I'm using Samsung Sans. I had to download it from the theme store again, but I'm using the Samsung Sans. Samsung One's kind of neat too, and the Harmonia Sans condensed. That looks very interesting. Let's see here. Screen zoom right in the middle. Didn't touch that. I have my screen to time out after every 5 minutes. As far as my home screen, I have it 5x5, and my app screen grid to be 5x5. I have app icons that show with the number. I have the quick notification panel, which is the swipe down on the home screen. I do not have my rotate to landscape mode from my home screen on. Don't need that on. Let's see, what else do I have going on here? Edge screen, I have edge lighting on and edge panel, so when I get notifications, the edge will light up and I get the little quick notification that pops up on the screen. I believe it's called pop-up view. And navigation bar, I have my full screen gestures. I turn the hints off. I kind of have gotten used to it, and with the hints on, by the way, it shows you 3 lines, but it seems like it adds to the screen, so it takes away how much full screen you actually get. Whether it's a big deal to you guys, it's to each his own. But I don't have that on, so I lose out the ability to swipe left or right to quickly switch through apps, but that's okay. And then accidental touch protection stays on. No screensaver. And then let's get into the nitty gritty stuff. Lock screen, I'm using a pattern with my fingerprints. I can use smart lock, so when I have Bluetooth connected devices, I can easily get into my phone without having to rely on the fingerprint sensor. It will stay unlocked while I have my watch connected or like some headphones or something. So that comes in handy. As you see, I have, tap to show as opposed to always on. Let's see, I showed you the clock style. I have a Roman clock on, so that way it moves around, no issues. Why do I feel so blown out? Guys, I'm sorry about this. My focus is acting really strange popping right now. So, contact information, I have my name in there as I showed you guys. Let's see, biometrics and security. I turned face recognition off after watching, which is what I felt anyway, but after watching Lou's Unbox Therapies video about, how easy face recognition could be fooled on here. I don't use it. It's registered, but I don't use it. And then all this fun stuff that I don't care about is on. Location stays on all the time. Let's see. Advanced features. So I showed you I don't have Bixby routines on, but I use the Bixby button for Hue, for my Philips Hue, smart pop-up view. I have all my apps that, or whatever apps can use it. I have that on. Okay. And then we have direct shares on. I don't have reduced animations on. That will be in another video. I use the developer options, and I reduce the animations by half speed. So I don't have to reduce animations because I enjoy the animation. I just need them to go by fast. Motion to gestures. I have these on. Let's see. Double tap to wake up, as you guys have seen. Smart stay. So while I'm looking at the screen, it will keep an eye on my eyes to see when they can start counting down for inactivity. Smart alert is on, and that's when I pick it up. It gives a vibration if I've received any messages or calls. Easy mute. I believe you just put your palm over the phone. I have that on as well. I don't know why, because I always forget about it. I do not have one-handed mode off because this phone is perfectly sized. I don't use a fingerprint gesture. If I wanted to, I just turn it on and I can swipe down on the fingerprint sensor, which kind of comes in handy when I'm not on the lock screen. So I don't know why I actually don't utilize it, but sometimes you can just slip up and scroll down. It's not a big deal. I might turn it back on, we'll see. Palm swipe, the capture comes in handy, so all you do is put your side of your hand on the screen and swipe to the right, and you'll take a screenshot of your screen. And then swipe to call or send messages. Okay, cool. Alrighty. What else do I have going on in here? I turned the video enhancer off because I noticed it makes the screen look very weird because it like overtly brightens the display when you're in like YouTube or Netflix or any video sourcing app. It'll just crazily brighten the screen, and it makes the screen look a little wonky, so I turned that off. And then device care, I come in here and check stuff out all the time. I have my battery to optimize every morning. So as you see, I'm getting great screen on time right now. I'm at 4 hours and 15 minutes on 22 hours of battery. I got 39% left, and it's telling me I still have 11 and a half hours. So it takes about 2 to 3 days for the battery to learn your usage patterns before it can start, accurately kind of gauging how long you have on your phone. Now, unfortunately for me, since I've been at home, it's not as accurate just because it's probably not how I'm going to use it at work. We will see. Let's see here. If I go to settings, adaptive battery turned on. Get notifications about stuff running in the background. I have unused apps put to sleep in the background, and then I turn this off because there's some apps that I just may use once in a blue moon. I don't need them disabled. And then I have my settings optimized and my fast charging on. Make sure you guys that's on. It does come on by default in the box, so it's not a big deal. But just in case, check your settings. Here, optimization happens automatically once a day. So every day in the morning, my phone gets rid of a whole bunch of background apps except for my most recently used, which is cool because I most likely have been asleep during that time, so it's not a big deal. And I think that's what also helps with the phone saving battery, so that's why I have that on. And then of course I have my developer settings on, and that is my setup. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it gives you guys an idea of how you can set your phone up in terms of how you want your settings to help you out, how much you want to have on to access basically any part of your phone. Some redundancy is good and some redundancy isn't good in my opinion, but hopefully this video most definitely helped you guys out. That's it for this video. Hopefully you guys appreciate it. If you guys haven't subscribed already, definitely would appreciate it if you do. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that way you guys get notified when I drop videos, because they have been coming out the yin yang right now. So outside of that, your boy Versatile is signing out, and until the next video, wait for it.